Think your mistakes are bad? What if a single error cost you billions of dollars? From lost space missions to failed business deals, these are the most expensive mistakes in history. And trust me, the last one is so costly it could buy an entire country. Stay tuned for the shocking details. In 1999, NASA's Mars Climate Orbiter was set to study the red planet. But due to one tiny miscalculation, using imperial units instead of metric, the spacecraft was lost forever, disintegrating in Mars's atmosphere. One small error, a $193 million disaster, and it all came down to a simple conversion mistake. Imagine losing nearly $200 million over mismatched measurements. The unsinkable Titanic famously sank on its maiden voyage in 1912 after striking an iceberg. It cost $7.5 million to build, which is more than $200 million today. But here's the kicker: multiple iceberg warnings were ignored, and not only did they lose a ship, but over 1,500 lives were lost in the process. All they had to do was listen to the warnings. Yet one wrong call became one of the biggest maritime tragedies in history. Imagine declaring war on birds. In 1932, Australia faced an emu invasion that was destroying crops, so they brought in soldiers with machine guns. But after wasting thousands of rounds of ammunition, the emus won the war. This bizarre conflict was a waste of money and resources. Australia's only military defeat by birds. That's right, military-trained soldiers were defeated by emus. If that's not a costly mistake, I don't know what is. In 1956, Egypt's President Nasser nationalized the Suez Canal, sparking military action by Britain, France, and Israel. What followed was a global crisis that disrupted trade and damaged the economies of the involved nations, leading to a loss of over $8 billion. Not only did the invasion fail, but it severely hurt international relations and trade. Had diplomacy been used, they could have avoided an economic disaster that cost billions. Instead, this blunder rocked the global economy. In 2002, Yahoo had the opportunity to buy Google for just $1 million. They passed on the offer. Fast forward to today, Google is worth over $1 trillion. That's a $1 trillion mistake, making it one of the most expensive business decisions in history. Can you imagine? A single no from Yahoo cost them a $1 trillion empire. If only they could turn back time. Berlin's Brandenburg airport started construction in 2006 with a planned opening in 2011. But due to mismanagement, engineering flaws, and poor planning, it didn't open until 2020. After nearly 14 years of delays, it cost Germany over $8 billion, far more than the original budget. This 14-year delay was one of the longest and most expensive in aviation history. Imagine waiting over a decade for an airport that was supposed to open in 2011. Microsoft buying Nokia, 2013, was a significant event in tech history. The $7.2 billion acquisition aimed to boost Microsoft's mobile market presence. However, it led to financial losses and layoffs. Microsoft wanted to compete with Apple and Google in smartphones. Nokia, once dominant, seemed like the perfect partner. But integrating Nokia's hardware with Microsoft's software was challenging. Windows phones struggled against iOS and Android. By 2015, Microsoft wrote off most of the $7.2 billion and announced layoffs. The deal is a cautionary tale of business risks. Pause 2S. The AOL-Time Warner merger in 2000 was one of the largest and most controversial mergers in corporate history. Valued at $165 billion, it was expected to create a media powerhouse. However, the reality was far from the expectations. AOL was the world's largest internet service provider, while Time Warner had assets in television, film, and publishing. Initially hailed as a strategic masterstroke, the merger faced challenges. The dot-com bubble burst, reducing AOL's stock value and causing financial losses. Cultural clashes between the companies hindered integration efforts. The combined company reported a $99 billion loss in 2002. By 2009, they parted ways, with Time Warner spinning off AOL. The merger serves as a cautionary tale of the complexities and risks in corporate endeavors. Pause 2S. The Challenger space shuttle disaster in 1986 was a tragic event that shocked the world. On January 28th, millions watched, including many schoolchildren excited to see Krista McAuliffe, the first teacher in space. But just 73 seconds into its flight, the shuttle broke apart, leading to the loss of all 7 crew members. The immediate cause was the failure of an O-ring seal in its right solid rocket booster. This allowed pressurized burning gas to reach the external fuel tank, resulting in a catastrophic explosion. The investigation revealed overlooked warnings and organizational failures within NASA. The Rogers Commission concluded that NASA's decision-making processes and risk management practices were deeply flawed. The findings led to significant changes in NASA's operations, emphasizing safety and communication. As we remember the brave crew of the Challenger, we honor their legacy by striving for safer space exploration. In 2000, Blockbuster had a golden opportunity that could have changed entertainment history. Netflix, struggling to find its footing, offered to sell to Blockbuster for $50 million. Blockbuster declined, dismissing Netflix's model as a niche market. This decision is now one of the biggest missed opportunities in business history. Blockbuster's leadership underestimated digital streaming and overestimated their brick-and-mortar model. Meanwhile, Netflix innovated, investing in streaming technology and transitioning to a subscription model. By the late 2000s, Blockbuster was struggling and filed for bankruptcy in 2010. Today, Netflix is a global powerhouse, while Blockbuster is a relic of the past. This serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of innovation and adaptability in business. Pause 2S. Thank you for joining us on this journey through history's most monumental mistakes. If you found this fascinating, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. Which mistake surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. And as always, stay tuned for more intriguing stories that shaped our world.